Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Stay Alive Forever podcast, episode 2/6/20. How's everybody doing today? Today's episode, I'm just going to go and elaborate on today's topic. Is celebrate, but it's still spooky outside part 2. I know that I apologize to everybody that I didn't do that earlier, and I apologize to you guys very much. That was my fault, and I have to forgive me for that. But now that we're here, this is my part 2 of today's topic. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. Today's topic is celebrate, but it's still spooky outside and in. That's what it is. Okay. Now, it's going to be a lot of things that I want to talk about today. I may be talking about the current president, as he finally accept his defeat or not. Also, I'm going to talk about the NFL games that should be playing right now for Week 13, and also I'm going to talk about the past yesterday's college football games, a few key college football games. Now, in my opinion, I think that he finally accepted the fact that he lost. I know that there was numerous attempts of him having to stay in Wisconsin and a few other states. Wanted on a recount, and as he got the results, he finally accepted. For the fact that for the fact that he accepted he finally lost and stuff like that. There was okay. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm just trying to get things right here over here. I'm just trying to get some things right and everything like that too. Let me see here. Let's see. Like I said, with Trump, as far as I know, I think that he finally accepted. But you never know. You never ever. Okay, y'all. I think that he accepted his defeat, and wanted to take the reins over and stuff like that too. So that's on him. I think that there's going to be a lot of things going on. And I think that he finally accepted his defeat, but you never know how things is going to turn out to be. So the next thing that I would like to... Okay, y'all, like I said, y'all, man, I'm sorry about that. I've been having some reconnecting issues in the house and everything like that too. Like I said, I apologize for any inconvenience whatsoever. Just for the fact that I think that he accepted his, but a lot of people probably is not going to agree with that at all. But I think that it is what it is, and that's about it. But we would have to see what actually happens. That's the best way to find out. That's the best way to find out. So. Here we go. Like I said, but anyway, let's get to the next topic. The key college football games. I watched Texas just basically routed the Kansas State, y'all. Let me look up the score real quickly here. Let me see. I think it was 66 to 31, I believe. Let me just go ahead and look that up real quick here. Let's take a let's see here. Let me see here. Let's take like a quick commercial break over here for a second. Let me take a quick. Yep, it was actually, sorry y'all. It was 69 to 31. 69 to 31, y'all. Let me see here. Let me get all this stuff over here. Okay. Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Been moving on. Off the sideline, touchdown.
zone. Turn it on, maybe the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, that's how we do. I've been a king, been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. Spin moves on the coast. Off the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin moves on the coast. Off the sideline, the touchdown, I put on.
All right, y'all. Back to the show, y'all. For a quick second, I had to find the stats. Like I said, it was Texas winning over Kansas State, 69-31. Let me tell y'all the key stats of the game for each team real quick. For passing, Sam Ehlinger, he was 20 for 27, 274 yards, and had 2 touchdowns. Let me see. In terms of rushing, B. Robinson, number 5, B. Robinson carried the ball 9 times for 172 yards and scored 3 touchdowns. Let me see here. Number 2, R. Johnson carried the ball for 14 times, ran it for 139 yards, and had 3 touchdowns. Let me see here. Let me see. For defense, it was the dude by the number 15, C. Brown. He had about 12 tackles. He had about 12 tackles for the game. That's amazing. That you can tell that they dominated that game. Basically, dominated the game and everything like that. Let me see here, y'all. Okay, now. Oh, there we go. I feel better now. Okay, we got some stuff started right here. Okay. Let me see here. Number 5, D for the kickoff. D Johnson. Number 5, D Jamison. He returned it about 3 times and gained about 150 yards. He was just averaging 50 points, 50 yards per catch, per return. Excuse me. And that's about it. And the kicker game, it was number 17, C. Dicker. He was 2 for 3. The longest that he had was 28 yards, y'all. Okay, now for the other side, y'all, is Kansas. Unfortunately, they lost the game. In terms of the quarterback play, number 15, W. Howard, he was 16 for 27, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. Unfortunately, two interceptions. For rushing, number 22, D. Vaughn carried the ball 10 times for 125 and 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough. For receiving yards, number 4, Emma Knowles caught the ball 6 times for 95 yards, and he gained 2 touchdowns. And for the defense, let me see here. Number 8, T. Denton had 5 tackles. Number 4, W. Jones, he had 4 tackles and 3 of them was assisted. Number 3, K. Thomas, he had 3 tackles and 3 tackles and 2 of them were assisted. Jay Gardner, number 6, Jay Gardner, excuse me, had 3 tackles as well. Now the key stats of the game is this. Let me see. Like I said, Texas routed Kansas State. Let me see here. The total yards that Texas gained was 608 yards. Passing was 274 yards. Their rushing was 334, and the yards that they were gaining per game, yards per play, excuse me, was 10.1. First downs they had about 26. Third down efficiency, they were 3 for 8. Fourth down efficiency is 0 for 0. They had to worry about that. The total plays was 60. Their punts only had to punt it twice. The penalties, they had 4 for 55 yards. No fumbles, no interceptions, and the time of possession, y'all, was 24 minutes and 20 seconds. And for excuse me, and for Kansas State, their total yards were 448 yards. Their passing was 174 yards. Their rushing yards was 274 yards per play, 6.1. Their first downs, they gained 24 first downs. Third down was not good for them. Obviously, they were 4 for 11 overall. 4th down efficiency, they were 0 for 1 as well. Total plays, they ran 73 plays. Punts, they had to punt the ball 3 times. Penalties, only had 3 for 21, and fumble loss 1, and then interceptions thrown 2. And the time of possession was 35 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, the keys of the game was that Texas routed them, especially when they were the Texas defense was able to capitalize off of their off of Kansas State mistakes. And Sam Ehlinger, he was doing his thing, obviously, and that's about that for that game as well. That's about that for that game. Did anybody see the let me see here. Did anybody see the Stanford game versus Washington? Like I said, let me see here. Let me tell y'all the stats real quick. Real quick. Okay. Let me see. Stanford versus Washington. All right. That score was an interesting score, y'all. Stanford upset Washington 31-26, y'all. Let me start off with the stats for the Stanford Cardinals, y'all. Let me see here. D Mills, the quarterback, he was 20 for 30, 252 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 20, A. Johnson, carried the ball 31 times for 138 yards and gained 2 touchdowns. Let me see here. And for defense, I know there was other players that I made other plays, but I wanted to key in the key players for of the game for Stanford. And let me see here. For defense, it was C. Robinson. He had 5 tackles overall and 1 assisted as well. And then now we're gonna go to Washington. Let me see here. Let me see the quarterback number 9, D Morris. He was 15 for 23, 254 yards. Let me see. Rush for. Let me see here. For receiving. Number 88, T. Jones, he caught 2 passes for 79 yards. Number 16, R. Oduzzi, if I mispronounced it correctly, somebody just let me know. He received the ball 5. He caught the ball 5 times for about 69 yards. Now for defense, number 48, E. Yulo Vazio. He had 13 tackles and 5 of them were assisted. And number 3, E. Moden. He had about 7 tackles and then 1 was assisted as well. And let me see here. And the kicker game, number 47, P. Henry. He was 2 for 2. His longest was 45 yards. Okay. Now the stats of the game for both teams. Stanford had the total yards overall. They were 443 yards, y'all. 252 passing yards and 191 rushing yards. They averaged about 6.2 yards per play. First downs, they had 23. Third down efficiency, they were 10 for 13. Fourth down efficiency, they were 2 for 2. Total plays, 71. Punts, only one punt. They had three penalties. They had three penalties for about 25 yards. One fumble lost. No interceptions were thrown, and the time of possession was 32 minutes and 25 seconds. Now for Washington, they had 371 total yards, 254 yards passing, and 117 rushing yards, and the yards per play was 6.5. Yes, 6.5. Yes. First down they had 19. Third down efficiency they was 6 for 10. Fourth down efficiency they never went for it. Obviously, they never went for it or fourth down or anything like that. The total plays that were ran was 57. The punts they only punted the ball twice, and their penalties they had 4 penalties for 30 yards. No fumble loss, no interception, and their time of possession was 27 minutes and 35 seconds, y'all. Now, the key to the game was this: is that Stanford they had a hot start, and Washington was down, very down. They were down by halftime, but Stanford, even though Washington in the second half made a surge, what happened was that Stanford was still able to win the game. That's the key of the game, and for Washington, they should have for Washington, what they should have done was did the same. What took place for them second half also should have occurred in the first half. You cannot go into a game lackadaisical, because the other team is going to notice that and they going to capitalize. So that was the key. That was the key moment of the game for me as well. Okay, now, okay, let me see here. Now we're gonna talk about NFL action. We're gonna talk about NFL action. But before I even get to that, who do y'all think is gonna be the top 4 teams that's gonna be headed into the college football playoffs, y'all? Tell me what y'all think. Y'all comment below as well, and just remember now, I'm just gonna make sure to have this episode. This episode not just I have it right on here, but it's also going to be featured on YouTube, and is in the snippet of this episode. The snippet of this episode is going to be also on Instagram, y'all. Check comment below to find out more information as well. If you want to find out more information as well, excuse me. Now, we're gonna go into the NFL, y'all. We're gonna go into the NFL. I'm gonna just scroll down the games and stuff like that. All the games and stuff like that. Let me see here. Okay, now you got Saints versus Falcons. You got Jaguars versus Vikings. You got the Browns versus the Titans. Let me see right here. Let me see what we going on. We got Colts versus the Texans. The Raiders versus the Jets. Let me see here. Rams versus Cardinals. Patriots versus the Chargers. Browns versus Chiefs. Washington versus Steelers. Bills versus 49ers. Cowboys versus Ravens, y'all. Tell me what intriguing matchups is. I'm gonna tell you. What do you think, y'all, about the matchups? Is that which is the most intriguing matchups for week 13? Matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. All the other games is going to be today, except for Washington versus the Steelers, y'all. That's coming up tomorrow around 5 o'clock. Bills versus 49ers. That's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow 8:15. That's supposed to be, let me see, on ESPN, and except for people that's locally in Buffalo or locally in Santa Clara, check your local listings as well. Let me see here. Let me see here. And on Tuesday, y'all, this coming Tuesday as well, the Cowboys is going to be facing off versus the Ravens, y'all. It's supposed to be on NFL, either NFL Network, Amazon, or Fox, y'all. Just check your local license and check it out, y'all. The most intriguing matchups that I would say, let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna just the most intriguing matchups for week 13, y'all, is going to be the Rams, the Rams versus Cardinals, y'all. They're not only fighting for a playoff position, they're fighting for a playoff berth as well. It's going to be a toss up because they know that Seattle is right there with them as well. They're both solid teams as well. For the Rams, you got Jared Goff to Cooper Kupp to so many other playmakers as well. They got so many other playmakers as well. To Aaron Donald, and we can go naming on there. And for the Cardinals, you already know they got the most. They got Kyle Murray running the show, along with Larry Fitzgerald, along with DeAndre Hopkins. I think Larry Fitzgerald is supposed to be on the injury list as well, as far as I know. What is the key matchup for that contest? I think it's going to be is the Rams offense versus the Arizona Cardinals defense, y'all. I know that it's going to be would be the other way around, but how is the offense for the Rams going to play out against their defense, the Arizona Cardinals defense? That's the key interesting matchup, because we already know that the Rams offense, the Rams defense is stout against is stout, and we already know that the Arizona Cardinals offense, they're stout as well. But I want to pay attention to how the offense for the Rams is going to play out against the play out. Yeah, I want to see how the Rams offense plays out against the defense, against the Arizona Cardinals defense, y'all. Check it out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Check it out, y'all. Just go ahead and check it out, y'all. So tell me what y'all think about that, and tell me what y'all thinking about let me see here. That's really the only key matchup that I see. That's a really key matchup that I see. Matter of fact, let me see here. Yeah, that's about it. That's the most intriguing matchup of week 13, y'all. Okay? All right. Like I said, check y'all local license, y'all. Until the next time, y'all. Peace out. Just remember now, this episode is going to be featured on YouTube, and the snippet of it is going to be featured on Instagram as well, y'all. Like I said, y'all can go ahead and comment below, y'all. Let's get some likes up in here, man. I want to engage y'all into other conversations as well. Like I said, y'all, until next time, peace, one love. I may be doing another episode later, but I'm gonna see what's going on, y'all. Okay. Just go ahead and check your local license for the games and other and other action as well. Until the next time, y'all, peace and one love.